Hey guys, it's Matt here. I'm gonna try and hone this dovil I have. It didn't shape too well last time, and I don't think I ever really got it honed correctly. So I was gonna make a quick video here and see if I could get some tips from you guys. I got my whetstone soaking. This is a 1000 grit Norton. I guess from watching Lynn and you guys lately, to build up the bevel, make sure I got this centered. Just kind of do some circles here. Pretty light grip pressure, just like you said. Do some on each side. Now sometimes I find it's easier for me to put just a tiny bit of pressure on this side to make sure I'm not wobbling on the thing. I don't know if that's okay or not. Then I got the 4000 and 8000 Norton, and I think the pyramid he had me doing was 25-25. So I guess I'll start down and up. I like kind of having my finger on the left there to balance it. I'm not putting any pressure on it, but I'm worried if I do one hand, if I wobble, if it would kind of screw up the edge. So for me, it's easier to kind of use two hands, but I don't know if that's acceptable or not. Also, since this is the full length, can you just go straight down, or is it that you want to go like that to get the edge kind of going on a diagonal? I guess. Is that supposed to make it sharper or cut better? I really don't know. But I always see everyone go in this X pattern. So now once I do 25 on the 4000 and 25 on the 8000, what I then do 20 on the 8000 and 20 on the 15,000, or when do you really go over to the 15,000 is what I'm kind of wondering. Because I would think if I did another 20 on this, would I go 20 on the 4000 and then go over to the 15, or would I go to the 8000 and then do maybe 10 on the 15? I guess with 3 stones, I'm wondering how you do a pyramid. Would you start, like I built up the bevel on the 1000, which I don't know if I went long enough or how long you're supposed to do that, but I guess build up the bevel on the 1K, then go over to the 4K for 25, then do the 8K 25, and then 20 on the 4K, 20 on the 8K, and then when I go back to, I think it's 10 is the next number, so 10 on the 15. had that down there to begin with. you see that okay? Yeah, you can see that. It obviously doesn't feel like it's doing much on the 15K, it's really light. But I think 5 years ago when I first got into straight razors, the 15K Shafton was talked about and pretty well liked, so I think that's why I got it. But it's been 5 years since I've touched these, so I'm still trying to remember everything. So 10 on there. Would I go back to the 8,000? I mean, I don't think you'd want to go back to a 4,000 now since I've been on the 15 and the 8, so maybe 10. Oh, let's do 8 on here. Eight on here now. Doesn't matter how fast you go, or can I just go slow and take my time? Someone was mentioning going heel forward. Like that kinda, I guess. Do you think that makes a difference? I don't know. I guess what I'm wondering is how good my technique is. Because I've tried honing some straight razors before and I'm just not really good at it. I don't get a good edge on it to where I think it's sharp enough to just pop the hairs right off. And we'll do 5 on this. I guess what really impresses me is you don't have to hone a lot, because with the pyramid, 25 passes and then 20 and then 10, I would think you'd have to do more just to get a lot of, just to get it sharp, I would think, but I guess not. So on my 5th pass right now, and we'll do 3. I'm guessing like once you get onto the 8K and the 15K, which is there ever a reason in the pyramid to go back to a 4K? But I guess once you do the 4K, it would get most of its work done, and then I'll go to the finishing stones. And is this Shafton a pretty good stone, or should I look at like a caudicle? I think there's a garnet caudicle they were saying you should try. Last pass. We'll do the heel first. And I guess the other, what's the best test here? The fingernail. Feels like it's grabbing. I think I got it pretty good there. Do a shave. Oh yeah, those hairs are popping right off there. Huh. That could be pretty good. That could be pretty good. I'll switch over here and do some stropping. Again, I don't know how good my technique was with the honing, but if I just got done honing, do I do a couple passes on the canvas, I think, if I remember correctly? If you can see that okay. All the way out. Okay, so right there you can see it good. So I'll do a couple on these. I'm not trying to do any pressure, I'm just kind of getting that X in there. Should I go heel back now? Like I was doing heel forward on the hone, because it's so thin, or just keep it heel that way, or heel on it and then go to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. And let's go over on this side. Again, it's kind of old, and I got a couple nicks in it, but it still feels pretty soft. I think there's maybe some conditioner or oil I might need to put on there, but So I keep doing the X. Is it okay to go straight up and down a couple times, like just on the toe, and then do just the heel, or do you always want to do that X? There's so many questions that I think about while I'm doing this, so I thought a video would be best. Never think to ask on the forum. And I've been talking, so I've lost track of my count. So we'll do 10 more passes and see what it does. Let's see if it does any better cutting from when I owned it. Well, it seems to be cutting that pretty good. Well, I don't know. I got a couple razors coming that are supposed to be professionally sharpened from SRD, so I'll see how they compare to this. But I don't know. Thanks for taking the time to look at my honing and stropping techniques and critiquing them for me. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.